simplescrapper.com. In this episode of the ABCs of Simple Scrapbooking, we're going to talk about Al Gore. Wait, what? Al Gore didn't invent the internet? It goes without saying that we wouldn't be having this conversation today without the internet. But I want to talk just a little bit about what I think the internet has done for our industry as a whole, in broad terms. Now, there's some naysayers out there that say that the internet has hurt the industry, that it's impacted retail business because people are shopping online and people are getting their education online. And while that may be true, I also think that when you look at the industry and the scrapbookers out there, the internet has created such a wide amount of opportunity for people who didn't previously have access to supplies or access to education to learn about the craft industry and to get started scrapbooking. It allows people who maybe have personal or health issues or insecurities where they don't want to ask questions in public to get help and get support online. And it opens so many doors and breaks down so many barriers to education and information and sharing the love of hobbies, and scrapbooking in particular, of course. And when it comes to simple scrapbooking, having the internet here is what makes it possible for there to be, different types of scrapbooking, from scrapbooking on Facebook with just photos and journaling all the way to art journaling. There's so many different niches within the industry today because the internet has allowed us to find these communities that are like-minded and where we can share what really drives us and the methods and approaches we want to use to tell our stories, whether that's by preference or need. And I just want to talk a little bit more in the next couple segments of this video about the specific ways that I think the internet is the foundation of why simple scrapping exists today and will continue to exist, and how you can rely on that to grow your own hobby and get those stories told. When I was growing up, when I wanted to know something, I would go to the library or maybe even the neighbor's house to look at their encyclopedia set. Today, that's not what it's like at all. The generation coming up now turns to Google and Wikipedia to find out something they want to know. And that same analogy can be applied to scrapbookers. While education, new techniques, new ways of using products, new ideas for projects were harder to come by and maybe came only once a month in a magazine, today they're at your fingertips. The internet and scrapbooking education is why any of this and why Simple Scrapper exists, because it allows people like me who have a passion for this hobby to be able to teach you face-to-face about the things that I care about and the techniques that I want you to understand. These days, if I want to know how to use the new version of Lightroom, I just have to turn to YouTube and look for a video. If I want to know how to cover a chipboard album, I can just go to the internet and do a Google search, how to cover a chipboard album. If it's something that you need to know and want to know how to do, it's probably out there. And that vast wealth of information has kind of created a conundrum for scrapbookers today, because there's almost too much information out there. And I think that's one of my important roles as, somebody who's connecting with you, is to help you filter through some of that. And so you don't have to go out and do all those searches. I can help guide you to some of the best tutorials and some of the best resources and share some of my own techniques in the process. And I think that as online educators today, we have this responsibility to you to do that and to make the internet more usable and to cut through all the BS and junk out there with high quality, useful information. And I know that my colleagues in this industry we're kind of all on the same page in trying to serve you well as educators. The online scrapbooking community today goes past that idea of simple education. It's not just how to make a paper flower or how to make a really great digital shadow. The community today is inspiring and motivational and supportive. There's these huge amounts of galleries out there, beautiful scrapbook pages, paper and digital and hybrid projects. And there's Pinterest. Oh gosh, there's Pinterest with so many different ideas and some of the most beautiful layouts you'll ever see. And it's almost overwhelming because there's just so much amazing work out there. And we've talked before about not letting that bring you down and get you distracted. And so I want to frame that as this just enormous way to fill yourself up with creative energy and excitement about scrapbooking, because you can make so many beautiful things, so many fun things that tell your stories and use words and photos together with all these fun supplies to make scrapbooks and make pages and document what's going on in your life today for your kids and your grandkids. And I choose to let that fill me up and not bring me down. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love teaching on the internet, because we can collectively use that to keep moving us forward, to use that inspiration for the next page and the next project, and be this community that supports one another and grows together. And that's one of the things I just love about what we do. When I'm talking about community, it's not just faceless layouts in a gallery. It's not just random comments from unknowns. We're talking about real people and real connections that are being made. We're talking about real life friendships. There's no longer this huge separation between your online life and your real life. It's all life these days. And it's this amazing thing that goes deeper than just the rah, nice layout. It's this sense of belonging that we can cultivate when we become a part of this ecosystem of scrapbookers all over the country and all over the world who are all passionate about doing this craft that we love so much. Because the internet has helped simple scrapbookers find each other, has helped me find you every single day on Facebook, on Twitter, in forums and galleries. We're there for each other. We're a support system that goes beyond the basics. We're there for each other in real ways, in good times and bad times, and challenges and fun times and parties. And it's just something that I'm so grateful for. And I'm grateful to Al Gore, whoever it is that invented the internet, because it allows me to be here with you each and every week. The ABCs of Simple Scrapbooking is brought to you by Simple Scrapper, where you can find solutions for stress-free memory keeping. Visit us at simplescrapper.com and sign up for email updates where you can get a free gift.